Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. So, what brings you here?
I am here for the Science Educators Conference here in Denver, Colorado.
Okay, and are you in the field at all then with science?
I am an Earth and Space and Planetary and Stellar Astronomy professor.
Wow, okay. And what made you get into that field, if you don't mind me
Well, so I've
asking?
always I've always wanted to do science. I mean, it was something that I've always loved. I'm originally from North Carolina, so my fascination with the stars, with the moon, has always just been something that I've been interested in. It wasn't until after I turned 27 that I wanted to pursue it. But there's just so much that we don't know that we can always figure out, especially about astronomy. And so it's, I guess, the staying a student part is what keeps me, or keeps that passion going as far as science goes, because there's always something that you can learn about the field. And I get excited every time I'm talking about it. I get excited every time I'm teaching. So.
Sure. I mean, it's exciting stuff, right?
It is.
Astrology, I would definitely say astronomy. So, what is like some of the key factors that you enjoy teaching within that field?
So for me, I'm all about the moon. I tell all of my students that the moon is my boo.
Ah.
The moon is bae to me. And that's
Okay.
because I feel a connection to it, and it's also a connection to Earth because of the whole theory of how it was created. So my focus is the moon is what I did my thesis on, which just keeps me studying it. Another aspect of the field is just the history of it and how you can still correlate your faith, your religion, and how the universe began to as well.
Could you get maybe in detail about your thesis about the moon a little bit?
So what I did was, I used to get into a lot of these different articles about how we can take our resources from the moon and maybe create some form of a base camp and kind of build off of that initial research as a stopping point for that mission to Mars, because their initial thing is that they want to soon send humans to Mars. And so me just building off of that research and adding to it on how important the moon is to us and how we can actually use those resources and use the moon as a stopping point.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. What would you say is one thing that you've learned that you look forward to bringing back to your community?
Bring it back to my learning community. So yesterday, Dr. Brown talked about the 4 F's of education, which was fun, fair, firm, and flexible. And I think a lot of educators sometimes forget that. We can make our classroom fun, we can be firm, but then sometimes we may forget about that flexibility, or we may have the flexibility, the firmness, and the fairness, but forget about the fun. But making sure we incorporate all 4 of those F's into our classroom every day is important to the students, and also important to staying true to why we are teachers in the first place.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Could you maybe get more in detail about that, specifically why you look forward to bringing that back to your community?
Well, so I teach at Windsor Charter Academy, and we're a very, very rigorous school. We're early college high school to where students are able to take concurrent enrollment classes and achieve their associate's degree in high school. And so it's always let's do this regular, let's get these college courses, and we may sometimes forget about making sure we're incorporating that fun and making sure we're staying within that realm of hitting all 4 of those aspects, because we really want each one of these students to graduate not just with their high school diploma but also their associates. And so for me, I just want to just come back and be like, hey y'all, we just got to remember to make sure that we're incorporating all 4 of those things. It's still important. We can still achieve this goal of 100% graduation rate, but let's make sure we're still getting these 4 F's in and putting everybody into our little wheelbarrow as we're going through this journey. So that's exciting to me.
And one thing that you've learned personally that you look forward to maybe doing more research into?
That I've learned so far.
Yeah, here maybe.
I learned about this new program. It's a simulation program. It was, oh God, I forget his name, but it was the Earth Science simulation program. It's Starry Night that I can incorporate into my stellar and planetary astronomy class, to where you can use this program that uses, I guess, true data from remote sensing satellites, but you can get a true view of the sky. But then on the side, it has all of this informative information too, which teaches me a lot because I don't know everything about astronomy. So I thought that was pretty cool. I would like to learn more about that simulation program.
Okay,
I
that's
actually
great.
stopped and talked to him after the class.
Fantastic.
So-
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
No problem. Thank you.